Reading today is from John chapter 6, verses 1 to 15. The feeding of the 5,000 comes in all four Gospels, one of just a few miracles, or rather signs, recorded in John as well as the other Gospels. Evidently, it was regarded as one of the most important things which Jesus did in his earthly life. Of course, it's connected to our Eucharist, where we share the bread of Christ's body and the wine of his blood. And that connection is brought out more clearly in John than in the other Gospels. The scene is set by stating the huge contrast between supply and demand. A tiny amount of food, a huge crowd. No doubt the disciples of the early church felt a very small band in a very large world. How could they meet such needs? How can we today, in much the same position? The answer is both simple and profound, and we all know the answer. The one who feeds us nourishes us on himself. There is no end to that supply. The feeding of the 5,000 acted like a demonstration, an acted parable, if you like, from Jesus to the disciples, to the church. Remember that you are not giving out yourself or your own resources. It is I that you have to offer. Way back in history, the prophet Isaiah cried out, "Ho, come to the waters. Come, buy wine and milk, without money and without price." Was that a sort of fantasy world where everyone could access unlimited goodies for free? No, it was a real offer from God. And in the gospel, Jesus fulfills that on that one day, and spiritually speaking, forever and for everyone. As he took up the bread offered by the child, he gave thanks. The Greek word is Eucharistes. You can hear our word Eucharist, which simply means thanksgiving. In these days, when we can only share in spiritual communion without the physical bread and wine, it's worth remembering that the Lord gives out himself. And that began on a Galilean hillside in the open air. Each day as we turn to him, he gives us himself. Each day as we seek to give to others, we pass on his life and love. Make me a channel, prayed St. Francis. May we each be a channel today of our Lord's life, love, peace and joy.